Hey, figured we start like this today. Actually, this is purely by mistake. I meant to focus on gameplay. Alright, there we go. Alright. Looks like I am pointed lower than I'd like. That may be too high. We'll see. No, this is good. This is about where I normally have it, right? I don't know. Anyways, hey. I just got done playing Modern Warfare 2. And holy shit, zero toxic people. Like, none at all. Usually, I get nights where it's like 75-25 toxic and chill. But this time, it was 100% chill every game I got into. You know, even people that where so the way I play, I usually play gunfight first for a little while to warm up, and then I'll jump into some hardcore search and destroy. So while I was playing gunfight, 2v2 for those who don't know, when I was playing gunfight, I was in one game where there was a guy who I can tell wanted to be a dick, but you know, after every round, I was like, yeah, good round or good shot, you know, because they were good shots. He was really good. I try to spread positivity as much as I can. And so I saw him, I heard him, man, you're really positive over there, aren't you? Glass half full, huh? Like he was really trying to trying to get a little toxicity out of me. But I mean, I don't have it in me anymore. Not like I used to. Boy, I used to say some real fucked up things to people. If that ever comes out, man, I have a lot of apologizing to do. That is no longer me. I have gone through a fuck ton of growth to understand why that shit was terrible. So yeah, it was just super chill. Even the guy, he turned it around, the toxic dude at the end of the game. I was like, man, good game. He said, yeah, you got any secrets to your positivity there, man? Because I guess he wants to know. And I just told him, like, I've had a hard life, went through a lot. It's taught me a lot, shown me a lot. So yeah, you're witnessing a man, and it is a middle-aged man who is on a journey to find himself. And what I'm finding is really, really dope. I'm really excited. I am not who I thought I was, and I'm finding new parts about myself, and I'm going into things with a lot more confidence. And that's something that I was lacking before, but I'm getting pretty, well, not pretty confident, but confidence is seeping through. You can see it. There have been some things that I just don't want to talk about just yet, because I'm still working on it on the background, like on the back end. I'm still working on it, and I don't want to say anything. And because I want to keep it separate from this, I am probably never going to talk about it or tell you what it is. I'll be very vague about it, but part of this thing that I am exploring and working on and putting together is a huge thing for me, because I've always worked in like a corporate environment, and now I'm working for myself. And fuck, it is tough. I'm looking up tips and tricks, and none of it really applies to me. There have been some good info though that I have locked in on. One of the biggest things I read is that when people shift from working for a company or working for somebody to working for themselves, being like an entrepreneur or whatever, they go into it with the mindset of working a 9 to 5. And you have to completely change your mindset when you're working for yourself. And I saw some of the mistakes I was making because of that. And now everything is starting to really take off. Well, this new venture that I am really building towards, I am stupid excited about this, because if I'm able to really take off with this, then holy shit, this would allow me to do a whole nother thing, which I will share with you when the time's right. I don't know why I keep looking over here like the camera's over here. The camera is right here on top of my monitor, but I keep looking that way. But anyways, like, I'm also got a bunch of different hats that I'm able to wear. And it's great. Like, it feels like I can do whatever I want to do. And you don't feel like that when you're working for somebody. You're there to do a job, not find yourself, not explore yourself and find out what best fits you in that company. No, that's something you're just gonna have to go out and do on your own. And it's scary as shit. But, you know, I had to make quite a few adjustments once I got a different perspective on working for myself. And yeah, things are now starting to fall into place. So this thing I was looking into doing, like I said, it's something I'd never done before. And in the past, when I would fantasize about starting my own business, I thought about what business would it be. And at one point it was a computer repair shop. And I was like, man, they really don't make a lot of money doing that. And then everybody just takes their shit to Best Buy, and Geek Squad got just the easy thing that they do. I used to work for them. A little bit of trivia. Yeah, I worked for them for quite some time, and part-time in their repair facility. So yeah, but I don't yeah, any job that I had never allowed me to really explore anything outside of the scope of what that job was intended for. But now, like I said, I am really having I think this is the happiest I've ever fucking been in my life. And I'm really seeing the world in a completely different way now, seeing life in a different way. It's insane. And I'm really glad that I'm able to work on myself internally, you know, the internal stuff, and also work on myself externally on the external stuff, like, you know, me streaming and editing and designing and so many other things that I get to go and do day to day. And all of these are new things to me, and it's, God, I love it. Oh yeah, this is a vibe stream tonight. And you know, 3 things for a vibe. It's been a while since I'd done one of these, so we'll go over the rules again, or what's expected. 1, I'm gonna grind the shit out of any side missions, side quests, sub stories, whatever. That's all I'm gonna do. 2, I'm not gonna talk a lot. All right, I'll probably have on my fake feed for the majority of the time, but I won't have on my fake feed for the majority of the time. I'll do it at first to kind of force me to get into the mindset of I don't have to talk tonight. As you can see, I'm doing a terrible job of it now. So 2, no talking for me, or a little talking from me. And 3, most importantly, third one, I will not advance the story in any way, okay? So if you don't want to stick around for this, because I'm not doing the story, absolutely fine, totally get it. But if you do want to stick around, fuck yeah, I love a good hangout session. So Yeah, just be warned, it's a vibe stream, but don't worry, you can go ahead and leave if you want to. I am not going to advance the story, but I will next time I stream. Or, well, I don't know, I'm not going to say that, because I want to see how doing grinding sub stories is going to go tonight, because I could get completely committed to a sub story that I need to follow through, and then I get tired and can't do it that night tonight and want to do it the next night. So we'll see what happened with the vibe stream. Plus, I still have not found the mini game, and I don't mean like the mini games, I mean like the side business. I haven't found that yet, and I don't know how they do it, but each side business gets me so addicted. And I think I said this before, but in Infinite Wealth, there's I think there's like a couple of side businesses, and one that I happened upon, and it was like way not out of the way, but it was just something like by the beach in Hawaii. I selected to go there, and it's like, hey, you want to go to this island? Because someone was telling me about an island. They were like, hey, you can come to this island and visit. And they gave me a flyer, and the flyer opened up a new, and this was a random encounter. Okay, I'm sure the developers programmed it some sort of way so the player is guaranteed to run into this person. But if I remember correctly, this was a random encounter, or what seemed like a random encounter. And so, yeah, they gave me a flyer, which put a new marker on my map. And it's this whole other place. It's this, you sail off for this island. You get on a boat and you go to this island. And this whole island is its own fucking game. This side business, holy shit. I became so hooked on that game, the mini game, the side business on the island, that I like kind of forgot I was playing another game, a game inside of a game. Like, I would have full play sessions where I would play on that island and, you know, doing all the things and running the business, and then, you know, I would save the game and then call it a night, and then next night get up. Ooh, excuse me. Next night, get on the game, load the game, and I was still on the island because I saved on the island. And so, like, I was absolutely immersed into this game, and I honestly did forget that there was a whole ass game bigger than that out there. But I spent probably about 20 hours playing that game, maybe more. Like, there was so much to discover and do, and I didn't even do all of it because, like, on this island there are two halves, and one half looks like kind of like where they're farming equipment, or they've got gardens and they're growing stuff, and then the other half is where you run the side business. Well, you continue on further in the game and you unlock this whole other side quest thing that goes throughout the whole game. Like, it's basically like Pokemon, but you're collecting fighters. Seriously, that's what you do. And you go through this like all throughout the game, and you battle these masters in their dojos, aka gyms, and you got to fight through a couple of their people first, or battle through a couple of their people first. And the battle system here completely different from the actual game. It's turn-based, but it's like you choose your fighters and you attack in lanes or something like that. And that literally is this whole other game. And you can change the map to only show the stuff for that. Sujimon. Yeah, that's what it's called. Like Pokemon, but Sujimon. And then, like, you can just say, this is no longer Infinite Dragon. This is Sujimon. And just do Sujimon things. I didn't I didn't complete all of that. That was way too much for me, and it's tough for me to really understand anything Pokemon or Pokemon like. I need somebody to sit and explain it to me so I can really get into it. But yeah, that whole side tangent, that whole tangent was just me talking about like all of the side businesses and shit you can get lost in. That is not the main game. For me, the Yakuza games, they are not about the story. All right, they are about fucking just exploring. And I love to fucking explore. And yeah, I mean, the stories are fine. You know, these pink dots on the map these radiating pink dots that I follow. Oh, wow. They added zoom in and zoom out to the thumbstick now. Because in Zero, they didn't have this. I had to hold right bumper to zoom out and right trigger to zoom in. Like, that's so weird. And so this is the more logical thing. Just in and out with the right thumbstick. But this is backwards now. Almost got it. You guys almost got it. This is so good. All right, but yeah, these right here, that advances the story. So we are not doing that. We're going to go check out what this thing. I'm looking for purely exclamation marks. So let's go. And I guess fighting Majima is a side story too, so I'll do that as well. Let me check out this place. Ne'er-do-wells. Oh my god, he killed that dude. He straight up killed that dude. Yeah, he killed that dude. We all witnessed it. And then he's just gonna get up and go away. Yeah, look. Wait. Oh, their other boys. Their boys just ran away. Oh, he is totally dying. Alright. So, I am still on Comcast / Xfinity internet service. So, I'm already seeing where the feed has dropped quite a bit already. 15% of my stream. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on. I've got somebody coming out in a couple of days. They're going to take a look and find out why it just keeps randomly dropping like this. So, anyways, I'm going to put on my fake feed now to prevent me from talking. And once I feel like I have gotten into the real, like, chill zone mood I want to get into, then I'll swap back over to live feed. Okay. Going on my fake feed. Whoa.
Yeah.
大丈夫か？
ちょっと何するんですか？
え？
こら、誰だこの男。
知らないわよ、こんな人。
この野郎、俺が知らないうちに男作りやがったな。
違うんだって、純ちゃん。
あ、すまん。余計なことしちまったか。俺はてっきり。この女性と俺は何も。
覚悟はできてるか？
ちょっと純ちゃん、やめてよ。
よせ、落ち着け。
やめて
おい、そんなもん出してどないする気や。うおー、せいとや、どうだ、せい、参ったか。
いでで。
おい、ちょっとお前。
さあ、今のうちに逃げて。
そうじゃねえ。っていうか、やめろ。
いでよ。
そちらの女性も怖がっている。女性を連れて逃げなさい。私なら大丈夫。こういう輩はきっちりとお仕置きしないと。
違うんだ。人の話を聞け。
こら、何やってるんだ。
あ、おまわりさんご苦労様です。実はチンピラがカップルを脅しておりまして。
大丈夫？ねえ、大丈夫なの？
どういうこと？
まあ、カップルの血は喧嘩ってやつだな。
あの二人がカップルってことは、脅してたチンピラってのはお前か。
は？いや、勘違いだ。俺もしょっぱなに勘違いしたが。
署まで同行してもらうぞ。
違うんだ。
一緒に警察に行きましょう。
は？
私も勘違いをした。そしてあなたも勘違いをした。ここは男らしく言い訳せずお縄につくということで。
何言ってんだ。お互い正当防衛だ。さっさと逃げねえと面倒になるぞ。
逃げる？スポーツマンは決して逃げたりしない。
何？
つまりどういうことなんだ？
あの男が女性から金をせびろうとして女性は嫌がっていた。血は喧嘩とは知らなかった。止めに入ったら男が俺に喧嘩をふっかけてきたんだ。
そうなのか？
はい、すみません、お騒がせして。
そして途中、この顔のでかい男が急に入ってきてチンピラをやっつけちまった。
そうです。
なるほど。
もういいか？
すみませんでした。
いや、もういいです。
いや、それでは許されない。そうだ、私に同じ技をかけてください。いや、好きな技を好きなだけかけてもらって。さあ、遠慮なく、さあ。
ああ、
すまなかったな。あんたには迷惑かかっちまった。
いえ。
それにしてもすごい技だったな。柔道をやってたのか？
では篠原さん、最近は物騒ですからお気をつけて。
篠原？なんで名前を？あんた有名なのか？
現役はもう引退してまして、 それでまあちょっとした観光に。でもこういう場所を歩くのは慣れていないんで、迷ってるうちにさっきの現場に出くわしまして、本当にご迷惑をおかけしまして申し訳ありません。
そうだったのか。迷惑かけたついでだ。俺でよければ案内するぜ。
本当ですか？よろしくお願いします。はい。
お
急いでんのよ。
そんなに急ぐ必要ねえだろ。
後悔するなよ。
ほら
行くぜ。
信じられねえ強さだ。
おお、
なんなんだあいつは。ちょっとてめえ。
ん？何？
ところよキウちゃんさすがや
おい
あまあまや
おお痛いな。
何なのよ。
おお
いや。
お
はい。
いや
はい。いえ。
ん
Who the shit is this bitch in the way? Like, yo, you're in the frame. Get out of the camera.
はい。
This is down in front. Down in front. Come on. This bitch is really persistent. She just wants to be involved. Hey, isn't this that one dude's daughter? Yeah, this is that one dude's daughter. Is she still there? Oh, that's why. Yeah, I have to go talk to her.
チャンピオン街のシェラックってバー おじさんの目で翔太郎のことを見てみてよ。これあるかな。
おーいお兄さん。
ちょ
ああ。
へへへ。
おーいお兄さん、一杯飲んで。後悔させませんから。 おっと。
何買ったの？
好きアイテムは？
おお
危ねえだろ。今何してんの？おお。おお。いらっしゃいませ。
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございます。いらっしゃいませ。
ちょっとてめえ。
出してんじゃねえよ。
後悔するな。
あんたの動き、人間技じゃねえよ。
これからどう
あ
する？
れは
飲んでって。
ちょっとそこな。
へへへ。
ん？
へへへ。あ？
え？
へへへ。おお。
まあそういうのいいから。
どうですか？飲んでいきましょう。
お？何？ おい。
はあ？え？
お。
He's being pretty savage. But hold on, I'm looking over here at the stream, and it looks like for you guys, the stream is kind of like dark. So I wonder if I can add a filter on it to like brighten it some. Color correction, maybe. I already have. Well, no, I guess I did. I didn't. Does this look better? I don't know. I can't tell. 50 nits. Does that make it better? Nope. Didn't do a goddamn thing. Alright. Well, let's just get rid of the filter. Maybe I can't do this midstream. Oh well.
Huh? おい。
よかったじゃん。
何ですかそれ。
ん？
おい。え？
あれは待てよてめえ。
結構高い。
後悔するなよ。来い。
申し訳ございません。申し訳ございません。
新しいお財布買ってくれって言ったじゃん。
ちょっと下がら。
新作じゃんあれ。
おお。いらっしゃいませ。
え？おい。
俺に勝てるわけね。ちょっと席見てきます。おっと、危ねえだろ。
なんなのよ。
おお。
おい。
はいはい。
おおおおっとおおおおおお
ちょっと下がら。
んんああ。 ああ。ああ。いや。ああ。ああ。 ああ。ああ。何？
どっちも欲しい。あれあるかな。あれ見てあれ。
おお。
おい。ああ。
なあ。
お。ん？いや。
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございます。
お金下ろしてくる。
いや。
助かりましたよ。
おい。
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとう。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございます。
お
ん
おい何
$50 says that's the director of the movie she's in, or she's gonna audition for.
そうだな。
Here we go. It's the director. Watch. It's the director. That's how it works in this universe.
Eh?
See? Fucking called it. I fucking called it. Knew it. Yeah, baby. I don't get these moments much in my life, so I am going to dwell in it for a bit. Fucking called it. I knew it. But to be fair, I think Like a Dragon and also Infinite Wealth, they both had a director you would run into and do like multiple sub stories for him, and they were a lot of fun. But anyways.
Oi.
You know what I just realized? Holy shit. The reason why I love these sub stories so much in Yakuza and why I love Yakuza games, the first reason was because of the whole, I've talked about it, my love for Asian modern design, how sometimes it can be a little bit gaudy, but that was my first exposure to modern design in person. I've seen it on TV and stuff, and I was like, okay, cool, but I have never been in a place before we moved to Bangkok where I got to experience like modern architecture and interior design in Asia. So when we moved and I got to see it, that was my first hit of it, and I loved it, and it stuck with me, and I didn't know it. Fast forward to today, you know, I'm still infatuated with that kind of, even now, the modern architectural and interior designs. Like, I love it. But another reason I just realized is because this guy, he literally goes and gets into all kinds of shit, and it's because he says yes to everything. And that's what I am currently doing in my life. I am currently in that phase of my life where I'm just saying yes to everything. And I realized whenever I was single, I would have these crazy stories every single time I was single. I have these crazy stories where you hear it once from a person, you're like, whoa, crazy experience, you know, damn. But then like you hear it more than once and finally gets to a point like, yeah, there's no way this person is going through this many crazy things. Like, what is their life, right? And that's the doubt I started to get with my stories. And so I just stopped telling them. I had a friend, I remember he asked me what I did the prior weekend. And so I told him, and, you know, in a nutshell, got blackout drunk, ended up meeting this guy named Randy. We played cornhole. He asked me to be in a cornhole tournament with him because it was doubles that night, and we ended up winning. And then, you know, his friends they each bought us shots, and we were doing them all. And he had a lot of friends there. And then that's when I blacked out and woke up naked on a four-wheeler with a bunch of other people. And I'm like, fuck, what? How did I even get here? And there was a woman riding with me, and she was also naked. I look around, everybody else on these four-wheelers just naked, hooping and hollering. And I'm like, man, I get myself in some crazy situations. So that was the weekend before. And he tells me, like as I'm telling him this story, he's like, yeah, dude, you have too many crazy stories. There's no fucking way. Like, do you even have Randy's number? I'm like, no. Dude, I woke up naked, you know, in the middle of nowhere with a bunch of white people. I should not have been there. That was not a smart move for me. But he was like, yeah, I don't believe that. I don't believe any of your stories. I was like, yeah, fine, whatever. A couple weekends later, me and him, we go out for drinks and stuff. I get a call, and it's from one of my friends. I'm not going to say her name, but she's very near and dear to my heart, even to this day. We haven't spoken for probably a decade, but, you know, like, I follow her on Instagram, and she's got a family now, and I'm so proud of her. Everything looks great. So, but back then, like, we had this weird kind of friendship that was more than friends, but not really. Like, it's hard to explain. We were extremely close, but this other weekend, my friend and I, we go out for drinks, and we were just hanging out, sitting at the bar, just chatting and stuff. My phone rings, and it's my friend. And she's like, hey, where are you? And I tell her where we are. And she's like, all right, well, I'm on my way there. I said, okay, cool, excited, you know, because I'm excited to see her. Fucking loved her, man. She's an amazing person. Everyone should get to know her. So I tell my friend, like, yo, she's on her way. And he's like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. And he knows her. She shows up. Now, this is a Friday night, right? But in this bar, it's usually hopping, but for some reason, I can't remember why. I think it was like getting kind of close to Christmas or whatever. There weren't a lot of people in there. And so she comes in, and I don't know, because my back is to the door, because I'm sitting at the bar. And next thing we hear is a bunch of shrieking women just shrieking, Chris, Chris. I look, and I see her and a bunch of women with her. Now, she's a very beautiful woman, and all her friends, very beautiful. So we're in this quiet ass bar, a couple of other guys there, you know, peppered throughout the establishment. And all of a sudden, like 8 beautiful women, you know, are yelling for Chris. And everybody's looking like, what the fuck is going on? And so I turn, I was like, hey, what's up? And they all rush towards me. And my friend, she comes and gives me this big hug. And the other ladies are giving me hugs. I looked so amazing having all these ladies. First off, everybody looks sad as fuck in this bar. And all of a sudden, boom, like 9 beautiful women just burst through the door. and they all are screeching for this one guy named Chris, which is me. And everybody's witnessing all these women come and just swarm me. And every single one of them are either looking like men, you know. You look, you see something happening like that to a guy, you just kind of give them the nod of approval, like, yeah, all right. Or if it's not that, then they're all looking like, what the fuck is up with that guy? Like, they made me look way bigger than I was, and it felt good. And we ended up getting moving from the bar and putting a couple of tables together so we can all hang out and stuff. We're hanging out the whole time, and it was high energy. It was good, clean, high energy, not pushy. It was warm energy, man. And it was a genuine good time, right? So we're getting pretty lit at this point. Drinks are flowing. And finally, one of the girls says, oh my God. She talks like that. Oh my God. I just want to go swimming. All right, can we leave? I want to go swimming. And I was like, where the fuck are you guys going to go swimming? And my friend, she tells me like, oh yeah, Kate, she has it. That's not her real name, but whatever. But yeah, Kate, she has a saltwater pool at her house. Oh, I guess it wasn't Christmas time because I remember wearing shorts. So it was warm and we went to that pool. Okay, so it was sometime during the summer. I don't know why that bar was dead. But anyways. So she said, yeah, that's Kate. Her house is out in Franklin and she has a saltwater pool. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, y'all have fun. And then Kate, the one that talks like that, she was like, I was like, all right, well then, yeah, y'all go have some fun, man. And Kate said, you know, you're coming with us. There's no way you're not. And I was like, all right, but I got to bring my friend too. And she was like, whatever. So, my friend, he was kind of looking like, holy shit, what the shit is happening? Because he did not sign up for this. And it's like, wow, completely unexpected. And now he thinks he's a ladies' man in his head. He swears he's a ladies' man. And there's a very specific type of ladies' man. It's the 1990s R&B boy band, that kind of ladies' man. Hey, what's up, girl? I could go into it, but whatever. So he's like looking like, oh fuck, like he's enjoying the attention. And like I said, these are very warm and inviting women, you know. Some people would describe them as ditzy, but they're not. They just like, you know, I'm out having a good time tonight. I'm fucking just unwinding and letting loose and cutting loose. So that's what was happening. And so I was like, yo, so do you want to go? And he was like, yeah. He tried to be cool about it, but you could see how excited he was. And then my friend, she said, I'm gonna go ride with Chris. And a couple of the other ladies were like, yeah, we're coming too, girl. And then one of the other ladies in another car was like, hey, James, come ride with us. So, you know, he got to ride in a vehicle with like 2-3 other women. So, you know, he felt good. And me, oh my God, it was so loud in my car. They just kept fucking shrieking. And they were loud. Loud is fine, but it's the higher pitches that women hit sometimes when they are drunk. Woo. I felt my ears were bleeding. But anyways, so we drive out to Franklin, and Franklin, Tennessee is like stupid rich there. So I was like, all right. And my friend, she's telling me the story about Kate. Yeah, she was raised with the silver spoon in her mouth. Like they are filthy rich. Like so rich that you look like, once you understand how rich they are, you're like, oh yeah, they have killed plenty of people. That kind of rich. Yeah, so she tells me like, yeah, and she's basically set for the rest of her life. Her father bought her this house, and like her and her father has like such a good relationship that like he just takes care of everything. And he's like, yeah, if you don't want to work, don't fucking work. Like, just become a terrible person or whatever. But she's actually a really good person. Like I got to chatting with her, and she's got a really good head on her shoulders, and I'm sure she's going places. But so we get to Kate's house, and I never asked my friend, like, what the fuck were they doing before they came to see us? Like, how any of them met. I never thought that. I never thought to fucking ask. Like, hey, so why is this happening? What were all you bitches doing? Like, what was happening? I never thought to ask. So we get to Kate's house, and we're getting out. And the reason why that thought came to mind is because they like started taking off their clothes, and they all had on like swimsuits and bikinis on underneath. Except for like, well, no, I said they all did. No, it was like half and half. Half did, half didn't. But now, like, I don't know why they even came prepared like that in the first place. I don't know. Maybe they, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I was drunk. That's why. That's why I didn't ask any questions. I was like, yeah, I'm just going with the flow. And that's what I tended to do anyways. Just go with the flow. Like, fuck it. Let's see what happens. So we get there. And then, they were like, all right, let's go swimming. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going swimming. I'm good. And my friend, he was like, yeah, I would just sit here and hang too. And they're like, whatever. Well, and you know, some of the ladies that were around us was like, all right, well, that's all right. We're going to go take a quick dip, and then we're going to come back out and hang with you guys. We're going to leave our drinks here. Don't roofie them. And they actually said, one of them actually said that. And my friend, she heard, she's like, girl, don't even worry about it. Like, they protect people. And I happen to catch my friend at the corner of my eye, and I see him like kind of sit up a bit, like, yeah, we do. Yeah, we protect people. I was like, nigga, she ain't talking about you. But I was like, you know what? I'll let him have that. Let him have that. He, you know, this is a night that he will probably never have ever again. Whatever. So some of them just started going topless. Some of them went also bottomless. And I was sitting here drinking our drink and just looking, just taking it all in, like, and in my mind I was like, man, I don't know how the fuck I get myself in these situations. I really don't. And as I'm drinking my drink, and it was some kind of like alcoholic slush thing. She had a bar. Kate had a bar there by her saltwater pool, and a machine that like kind of grinded the ice, shave it or whatever. Not shave it, but make slush. No, she had an ice shaver, and then she already had one of those things going that made the slush, and it was a double thing, right? They're constantly going, freezing, and then like making the drinks or whatever. Well, on one side was like this blue drink, and it was a little bit sweet, but had some heavy alcohol in it. And the other one was a bushwhacker. Now, I don't know if you guys ever heard of a bushwhacker, but a bushwhacker is a very delicious drink, originated from Nashville, Tennessee, and is basically like a Wendy's Frosty that you can drink with alcohol in it. And it's so good. So good. But anyways, she had one of those machines going, or they had the double ones. And so I was enjoying my blue drink, and I was going to hit the bushwhacker next. And then I hear my friend say, Chris, I will never ever question your stories ever again. I was like, yeah, I'm telling you, man, I for real somehow get myself into all these situations. And so, sorry I went on that tangent, but that's an experience that happens to me during my yes phase, which tended to happen while I was single. When I was in a relationship, I would, of course, turn off that yes phase because I didn't want to like displease whoever I was in a relationship with. Because yeah, I will say yes to anything, get myself into some wild situations. And I don't think anybody I was in a relationship with, that I have been in a relationship with, would have approved me, one, driving a lot, blackout drunk, with a bunch of people I just met, off to like a secluded location, naked on a four-wheeler, with a woman naked, sitting behind me, gripping me tightly. So, yeah, and so like in these relationships, in my relationships, I never had crazy stories like this, you know, and nothing that hit like anything that would make me say like, oh my God, that was unique, you know, like that really spoke to me. So, I don't know. Part of me wants to just stay single forever because I really do enjoy those times. And I'm not just saying like, oh, I get to see naked women all the time. No, nothing like that. I mean, like these very unique moments that just don't get a chance to happen because of how restrictive I felt like I needed to be on myself in relationships. And I want to be in a relationship where I don't feel like I have to be restrictive, but I also need someone that understands that and like holds my hand and helps me through that, because I want to continue having these awesome experiences and have somebody with me to have these experiences with. Anyways, that's one of many reasons why I love the Yakuza series. It's because of this. So many experiences. I think they're still getting their footing here, but they really get good with their experiences later, well, especially by the time it gets to Like a Dragon and Infinite Wealth. So yeah, Kiryu, it seems like he's nosy as fuck, but I mean, he does get some really good experiences. Like, check out that experience that just happened, right? All because he decided to talk to a woman. It set off a chain of events which ended up getting her the role that she was going to audition for in the movie that she wanted to be in, because the director happened to be right there, right? And I know this isn't real, but fuck, do you see that? And so that's why I tell people, like, you gotta stop being so shelled off. Like, don't be afraid to talk to people, because you never know what could happen. And I think because of that attitude within myself, that opened me up to so many experiences. But anyways, yeah. Me and Kiryu, one and the same. Maybe that's why. Man, I look just as good as him too. And I fight as just as vicious as he does. And that's the truth. I do fight as vicious as he does. But I don't know if I look as good as him. I just have to have a scowl all the time. Ugh. I'm talking too much. I don't want to talk anymore. So I gotta go get the guy tissue paper here, toilet paper. But this guy here, hold on. That is the racer one, and that's going to take some time. And so that's why I've been avoiding this one right here. So let's go save this guy. I bought 4 pocket tissues in case he's like, 2's not enough. My butthole's an open faucet. So let's see what happens.
Boy.
This guy's really going through it, and he's choosing now to not be helpful. Oh, 3 packs, god damn it. Sorry, I'm kind of zooming through this, and I shouldn't be. This dick. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? See if they have any here. I'm glad they sold them here, because I thought I remembered correctly that they sell them like at every convenience store, and they also hand them out in a lot of places. I never ever ran into a reason that I needed to use pocket tissues in any Yakuza game, and I was trying to figure out why the fuck do they keep passing them out. Well, it turns out I looked it up. It's real. They do that in Japan. They pass those out. Japan is a very clean country, and so they pass out, you know, for sanitization, or not san. Fuck, I don't word good right now. For good hygiene. There we go. So, yeah.
Oi. Oi.
Oh, y'all. You know what this could be? This could be the side business. Ah, yeah. I love the side businesses.